Console Wars the card game. Featuring more famous video games than you can shake a stick at, Console Wars finally allows you to win a war you've been fighting and probably losing on the internet your entire life. Quit being a keyboard warrior with the warm embrace of anonymity to protect you. Now you and your friends can fight on the front lines, battling for incredible franchises, exclusivity, and eventual victory. Collect some of the most famous video game franchises of all time. Protect them with loyal and frighteningly dedicated fans. Brave the volatile video game industry and claim the ultimate victory in the console wars. Your favorite video game making mega corporation needs you. Enlist today. Head to consolewarsgame.com. Pick up a copy of Console Wars the card game, outshine your rivals, and prove that your platform reigns supreme. Out now. This is XboxEra. We're an independent, community-funded publication focused on providing the best coverage and discussion of your favourite platform, Xbox. With best-in-class forums, a kick-ass Discord server, and awesome merch, XboxEra.com is your destination for the best news, reviews, and features focused on what you care about. With shows like the Xbox Era podcast, headlines, and a whole heap of Patreon-exclusive content, we're proud to be an independent publication completely funded by you. If you value having an outlet truly focused on your preferred place to play, you can become one of the cool kids by supporting us directly via Patreon. Just head to patreon.com/XboxEra. You get cool swag and awesome perks, and we get to keep doing what we do. Become a part of the best Xbox community on the internet and help us grow even larger. Thank you for your support. Everything XboxEra does is only made possible by the growing army of incredible Patreon supporters. Our MVPs and executive producers are all incredible people, but even more so are our grand benefactors, Croat56, Assassin, and Kevin S. All of this under the watchful eye of our lovely and benevolent CEO, Torn Raptor. If you want to become part of one of the best communities on the internet, head to patreon.com/XboxEra, where your patronage can help keep us alive for another month.
One.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Headlines, XboxEra's twice weekly show that covers all of the latest and greatest from across the video game industry. Today's date is November 18th, 2025. I'm over here now, and your host, Jon, and joining me as always is reviews editor, Jesse Norris. How you doing?
Better now that I can actually work.
Yeah, that was my morning. I was like, up at 8.
Do a bunch. Oh, shit. Can't do anything.
Everything's broken.
Yeah.
I guess that's the headline to start the day is Cloudflare broke most video game websites and websites in the internet.
There's a lot of, I think Azure yesterday said we had 500,000 IPs send us like petabytes of data or terabytes of data and try and DNS, bomb us, DDoS us. And Amazon's gone down, Azure has gone down in the past, so it didn't yesterday for long despite that attack, but then Cloudflare got taken out today. People suck. Most of the time it's state-backed action against DNS. But, yeah, that was rough.
It's rough when your livelihood depends upon you being there and present and relevant and timely.
And people being able to open your site even if we couldn't write, fine, but no one could also click, which makes it a lot harder.
But, I hope it doesn't interrupt what has been probably the most successful month ever.
No, because we had ones where you had 130,000.
We're not far off that. But you know what I mean? Like consistent month.
I mean, in a day, but yeah. A few months ago, we were hitting 400K out of nowhere because I just kept getting really viral posts. But this has been the most consistent, everything's doing well month instead of, oh, look, this one took off. We can survive for a month type of deal.
Yeah. I don't know what we've done, Well, we know some of the things we've done, and I'm not going to talk too openly about it because, frankly,
I mean, one of the main things we always talk about Google SEO, and they have their rules, and we're sticking to those rules more now without clickbaiting, which is the main push for us every time is to not clickbait. We don't want to ever do that, even though it works really well. That's why that's why everyone does. That's why the YouTube thumbnails look like that. Nobody's like, oh boy, I can't wait to make that dumb face again. It's just, it is the thing that actually works, but we don't do it on YouTube. We've kept the organic growth here, which I'm really happy with. But the website has very much been focused on, there's a thing called domain authority, and it's kind of just how high Google puts you in their rankings. And I think we've done what they want to show that we deserve to be higher. Yeah. It's been a big thing, because even though you did if people look, there's the infinite scroll now on the website. The views per person haven't like quintupled or septupled. They've gone 50% more, which would not account for most of, like, almost any of this growth, really. It helps.
It feels sustainable, and we're working consistently, and yeah, man, I'm vibing. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty bohemian today because you know, like, yes, Ali Thompson, if you start a new job as a window cleaner, okay, so do your windows. That's what I'm doing now. Actually, that's where I was while the internet was down. I was like, may as well crack on and do something else. Yeah.
What is the weather like honestly, over there? Is it actually cold?
It is. It was frosty this morning, and I am now discovering that this very large, very room gets a bit nippy. So
you know what is going to be here today?
What?
28 Celsius. It sucks. No, it shouldn't be. It's really bad. It shouldn't be that hot. It should be low 20s at the most.
I will never complain about merciless heat. I know, like, humidity is a big thing, like, and I get that, but like, I've never gone out in the summer and be like, cool, it's too hot today. I'm just like, no, this is great. I'm like a lizard. Just let me bask.
Just think about the actual planet and how everything.
I won't be able to see the end of it.
Coral reefs going away.
AI. I'm kidding. Or is it not?
Well, it is funny if we want to talk really quickly about the AI stuff. And there was a game dev, I can't remember who, and I feel bad, but he was pretty much like, yeah, the kids who are growing up on this don't give a shit. Their entire thing is steal the brain rot, which is literally just AI shitty versions of characters. They are growing up. They are. He called them Bane and the Dark Knight. They are growing up in the slop. They are not going to care about it. They're not going to feel bad. They're just going to be used to it.
You say that. I had pretty much this entire conversation with my 11-year-old son and my 8-year-old daughter last week. And she came back on Monday without her tablet. And I was like, where's your tablet? And she said, well, I had a conversation with Mummy because, you know, where we spoke about how, you know, the people that made the things don't let their own kids watch the things, and that you strongly encourage us to put the devices down and, you know, and draw and color and read and experience the world. And she said, I don't think I need it. I was like, what about your homework? And she was like, oh. So, yeah. I think you know, Jacob ignored me completely, but my daughter, for a moment, showed wisdom beyond her years.
Most people are stupid, though, so it doesn't matter.
But yes, big thank you to everybody in the chat for showing up, supporting us over the last year as we continue our global path for world domination. And, you know, there's some really nice comments out here, like, you know, Gentlestone in the chat, you all do amazing work and deserve the better SEO ranking. Bash Video Editor, you guys have been killing it. I love the variety of games you all cover. You're right. And that's why we do it. We do it because there are people out there that play all sorts of different games, and outlets generally do not bother with reviews unless it's for a game that's going to get clicks. Whereas we try and review stuff that we feel is different, is worthy. We try and touch on all sorts of little things. And thanks to the rather eclectic tastes of the team, we do have a wide variety of genres that get covered. So dead proud of everybody.
And we are lucky enough to work with pretty much every PR company. I don't think there's a single one, not even Sony anymore. Like, we actually know all of them. So as things come, we're generally able to reach out and attempt to get on lists in ways that I know some people around the industry struggle to. And I do think it is a testament to just how much we do and the PR companies trusting us that when we take something, we are going to do it.
Yeah, it's also got to be given a shout out to some of your early work before the full-time era where you were just grinding and earning that relationship.
Oh, and having to fix entire ones that were ruined by people. We just
let's not get into the drama of the past, right? Who are we to hang up on such things? Anyways, before we get into the news of the week, just a couple of items on the agenda, just highlighting some of the work that our fantastic team has put together. Continuing our coverage and new features, we had on Sunday the audio version of the XboxEra podcast, episode 288, go live, alongside our next This Week on XboxEra, which brings that content and the delivery methods and how we want to share what we're doing and when over to our audience, if you're on Patreon or not. If you are, you do get more, and it does tell you what you're getting and when, as much as possible. Because the internet is down, I haven't been able to release our newest Patreon Peeps exclusive episode, which is where I take a look at the first episode of Dispatch, which I have to admit, Jess, I really fucking enjoyed, and I think it's awesome. And as it's only 8 episodes, I might just record all 7. We'll see what the Patreon's folks want. That's coming out later on today. You should have, for Patreon people, it will be on patreon.com/XboxEra. If you're not on Patreon, consider supporting us directly.
You put Dispatch as Wednesday.
Oh, did I? In that case, don't worry about it.
I was going to say, what are you talking about? You said it as Wednesday.
I shouldn't have had that nap when everything broke.
Yep.
That's what's killed me.
It's funny, I have a redacted review. I forgot about it. It's already done. I completely forgot it was tomorrow. Even though I just did it. That's how... Man, people are always like, how do you review so much? It's because the moment I'm done, just go,
next one.
It's just out of my head.
We do have, obviously, a new series thing called Checkpoint, which is every Monday. We will ask the community at large how they feel about a particular topic. This topic is about AI. We'll talk about AI in games a little bit later on in the show because there's plenty of news stories cropping up on that matter. And we also announced... we didn't announce. We reviewed Call of Duty Black Ops 7, which the internet at large hates. How do you feel about that,
the loud
do you feel like we were
hates.
wrong?
No, the actual people playing it seem fine.
You mean the people that play COD all the time?
Yeah, the people that are into it are like, oh man, this is a dumb campaign, but this multiplayer and zombies is great, and that's 95. That's like 99% of what gets played in every COD release. It's the typical COD cycle, I think, added on to by anger at Activision for AI and Xbox for existing. Like the actual multiplayer, the maps are way better than they have been. And it's not like, oh, you must like this game. It's just the main thing people come to Call of Duty for is fine. If you thought the campaign was shit or, just too stupid for you, I get it. Yeah,
like there was a reason the lovely Gotso, aka Fairy Empire, led the review because he plays thousands and thousands of hours of COD. It's one of his favorite titles, and it makes sense, right? Who better than not a tourist? I could go in and review and be like, oh, this is all right. It's Call of Duty, and I probably would have come out with a less like nuanced impression, I suppose. But for Gyatso, who kind of lives and breathes the game every year, and I think for others that's fine, I do think that there are some tourist reviews that perhaps review it from a very different way.
Well, they mostly focus on the campaign because, like, if you look at last year had a really good campaign and it reviewed really well, even though the multiplayer map sucked. And a lot of people who played the multiplayer are like, yeah, this year's way better. The maps are good.
It's an interesting one. The old reviews being divisive once again. As always with reviews, find the voices that align with your sensibilities and what you look for, and go with that.
New SpongeBob controller revealed for Xbox. Hold on, we got to cut off this Call of Duty bullshit.
Yeah, bring me some SpongeBob controller stuff.
Yeah, we talked quite a bit about COD. There's been more, like, sometimes when you review a thing and it's not so much about the thing, but about the people who make the thing, some people don't like that, but it's up to you. Like, every review can be whatever you want. It's just a series of opinions anyways, and scores are dumb. in the long run. So
Yeah.
it's when people get so mad that you don't agree with them. That's a hideous controller, worthy of SpongeBob, and an Elite. The hell? All right.
Is it on Design Labs?
I don't know. It's just.
It's
it's
just
a SpongeBob movie tie-in controller.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it says create your own unique design. So it's a Design Lab shell. Oh God, that's loud. Here, I'll play this video.
Oh my God, it's
Patrick
awful.
has a huge cod piece. Why does Patrick have such a giant? He's got huge junk. Look at this. This is a kid's movie. He's got a pirate patch and it makes it look like his dong is huge with his pirate patch. But yeah, it is appropriately stupid looking for SpongeBob. I don't think it was oh yeah, there was the new Titans of the Tide game, which we were trying to review, but they never sent a code. So, and Ferris was too busy in the long run.
I saw a review over at Insider Gaming where Mike shared the review process with his 8-year-old, which is kind of cool. I like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So go check that out, folks, if you're interested and eager to know whether this new SpongeBob game is for you. I'm kind of like,
it's supposed to be
really
a
like
competent
how ugly these controllers are.
Yeah, they're very not good looking.
I want one.
Reach out to your Xbox contact to never get you anything.
Yeah. Speaking of controllers, I did drop for folks to read a review of this, which is Razer's Wolverine V3 8K Pro wireless PC controller. Yeah, there's a barrage of acronyms, I suppose, but
and that was Wolverine.
Nutshell, it's the best controller I've ever used. I absolutely fucking love this thing. The good news for Xbox fans is, yes, this is a PC controller, but there is the Wolverine V3 Pro Xbox version, which comes in Tournament Edition, wired, a little bit lighter, and a wireless version as well. I would thoroughly recommend this. I think it's awesome. There's links in our review if you want to pick one up for yourself. I did see when I was putting it together and working with Kat on all of the linking and things, there is a horrifically green version of this that I also now secretly
You got to get it right in front of your face for it to show up on camera. There you go.
Yeah. It's beautiful, though. I really love this. If you've got large spade-like hands like Jesse, might not be for you because it is so small, like footprint-wise. But I think this is best pad I've ever used. So the gauntlet is down now.
Is that one just wired?
To try and beat this. This is wireless.
Oh, it is? Okay. But only on PC.
Yeah. No, wireless on Xbox as well, but you have to get the Pro Edition. And it comes with a dongle, I think.
Yeah, they're almost all dongles. The only ones that aren't, I think, are Scuff, because Scuff has the deal with them for back paddle patents, and so they just get handed Series X controllers and then mod them.
Yeah, like the quirks of this, and I can see in the chat, TMR sticks, yes, that's transmagnetic or transmagneto something. I can't remember the acronym now. It's got 2 unique kind of shoulder buttons here. And the premise here for players that play claw, you've got the option for the, it's not me, but okay. And then on the back, you've got 4 non-detachable mouse type buttons. And of course, trigger stops to turn these into literally mouse clicks. It is incredibly solid. The battery life is great. And it polls on PC, this PC version, 8,000 hertz, which means that every second it's telling your PC what it's doing 8,000 times. Kind of insane. You can turn that down. You can customize it all, but I really, really like this. Software is good for it, which, I think Razer have come a long way on the software front. And then on Friday, because I'm still working on it right now, I'll have a review for this, which is the Black Shark V3 Pro.
I think I did the V2.
You did, but this is a super awesome headset.
Yeah, that looks a lot more expensive than the one I did.
Yes, it is an expensive headset.
With the whole Pro thing.
But it's full-on gamer headset, right? It doesn't care about like folding the cups and making it for travel. But yeah, it's looking good so far. But yeah, full thoughts on Friday. Anyways, anything else site-wise that we smashed out because we were amazing?
Mostly just news.
It was the Xbox 24-year anniversary, and I think I can say this. Apparently, our book has sold out, which is unreal. But obviously a delightful moment for us. I even had someone lovely in the community reach out about doing a Polish translation, and whether that was possible.
Yeah.
So we're investigating. I've reached out to the publisher, be like, hey, how's this gone? Because, that sounds good. Fingers crossed we can make some more.
It was next year for US. It was UK, right? UK and EU. And they will ship to the US
on
but it's
Amazon.
Yeah.
It says on Amazon January 30th, but I think you can get it shipped to the US. It's just costing you more. So
yeah,
locally
I think it was
in the
like
US,
$80 for Jay Foley when he bought it.
Oh,
it was a lot.
He got it shipped. God damn.
So it's not cheap shipping. So if you wait a little bit, you'll save.
Books are heavy, especially this book. This hardback book it's a heavy thing. I will be doing some giveaways, I think, for some stuff, because I feel like that's nice. It's Christmas time, and we'll be doing our usual. We're going to try and do it anyway. I think last year we did 24 days of Christmas crazy giveaways all the way up to Christmas from the 1st of December.
I don't have anything. I used them all for. I was not planning to get
some stuff together, right?
No.
No.
Nope.
We'll see.
I literally used everything on the extra live stream.
See what we can pull off. Anyway, let's dive into the news of the week. Xbox partner preview time, baby. Jez Corden was proved correct.
It's funny, the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit would only link to Nate when he had talked about it, which was after Jez had, because they just, for some reason, that horrible, awful subreddit full of the worst console warriors you could imagine really doesn't like Jez.
I guess. But yes, Jez was right. He reported that there'd be an Xbox partner preview this month, and indeed there is, with Microsoft announcing yesterday all of the details. And I'm on board for this one. We have got a focus on Play Anywhere. So everything shown, I believe, will be a Play Anywhere title. And this time we'll be looking at games from partners including IO Interactive with 007 First Light, Tencent, THQ Nordic.
I think Tencent's THQ Nordic might be the
Tides of Annihilation is Tencent.
Oh, that might be THQ actually.
I thought Reanimal was THQ.
That's it. Yeah, so Tencent's Tides of Annihilation, THQ's Reanimal, IO Interactive 007, which people are very excited to be Play Anywhere.
Yeah, it's so good to
Play
see
Anywhere is the big push right now. As Taryn says in the chat, the Play Anywhere group in there found like a dozen more games all being converted or made into Play Anywhere, including the one one of them in our next story. The rumors, of course, because they essentially leaked it on their own store page when people were able to get to it, is Silent Hill 2 rumored to be coming this Friday and be Play Anywhere. I doubt it's in Game Pass, but they did say there will be some Game Pass announcements.
Yeah, and it's not in the Game Pass drop list, which we'll talk about in a sec. So you never know, but yes, I appreciate the price increase. None of us agreed with it, and none of us liked it, but
Nick
they
didn't care.
are throwing some good games at us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Like, I think these are some big third-party games. These aren't small in any way, shape, or form. This isn't like your average. Here's an idea Xbox show.
This isn't Hidden Cats of Tokyo, or
yeah. This looks substantial. So I think it's a half-hour stream, 1 p.m. EST on November 20th, which is around when we do headlines. So I think our plan is
it's many hours later. So on Thursday, instead of doing headlines at 10 a.m., we'll do headlines starting at 12:30 p.m. So 2.5 hours later, do a regular headlines into a co-stream, quick wrap-up.
Yeah. It should be fine.
It's already scheduled. And I even had a thing made for it because they reuse the exact same key art every time.
Helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Xbox. Really looking forward to this. I particularly, as much as I really want to play and review 007 First Light, I also really want to play and review Reanimal, And we were so busy throughout October that I completely missed there was a whole demo of Reanimal. Granted, I already played it like a year before for Reanimal on Steam. I'm like, what? How did I? What? Oh. So, yeah. Hopefully that's coming soon.
And Nick wants to be there, but it's 4 a.m. for him, so he will not because he has work.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, so tune in on Thursday. Come hang out with us as we cover the games, the gaming news of the day, and then we'll go straight into the partner preview live stream. In other news, Microsoft dropped the Game Pass Wave 2 for November this morning, and well, shit, there's some really good games in here, Jesse, right?
Well, one big surprise, there was a reason you couldn't pre-order Marvel Cosmic Invasion, because it's going to be in Game Pass day one. I think it's December 1st. Nick is currently working on a review of it. I was even playing it in bed last night on the Ally, and it is something you're going to have to wait to hear about. Alongside that very cool surprise edition of a Marvel game at launch into Game Pass, Monsters Are Coming Rockin' Road. Just PC only right now. It's consoles next year, but I have a review for that one coming. We didn't get Moonlighter 2. Oddly enough, but no one cared because it's only game preview. But the Crew Motorfest, which Fairy Empire, who is our resident gearhead, really liked, is coming only on Ultimate, which is, I guess, Ubisoft games will only hit Ultimate and won't hit Premium. So Ultimate in... it doesn't even say PC there. No, whatever. Ultimate and Premium, though, getting the best game in this whole bunch, I think, outside of Cosmic Invasion, which I played like 3 seconds of, so I have no idea. Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, a criminally underrated and undersold game from last year. I think I gave it an 8.8. It is a God of War-like for the 2018 God of War, but the story is a lot better. The voice acting is as good, which is saying a lot because it's Don't Nod versus Sony, and God of War 2018 is great. But Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden is an awesome game. It is a mix of that third-person action RPG, but with a full-on, you control the plot choice system around how everything goes. It is amazing. Go in as blind as you can and have 20 to 25 amazing hours because it is a great game. Also, Lost Records Bloom and Rage, which The Missus did, and she liked a lot. Yeah,
that's good. That's good. Yeah, she streams that a bit, right?
Yep.
Kill It With Fire 2 is in there as well. Did you mention that one?
That is a port. It's been out on PC since early last year and does not have a single review on OpenCritic, so I have no idea how it is.
Friend slop. I'm not saying it's slop. I'm saying it's going to be...
That is the term people endearingly use for the genre. It's a 4-player co-op game where you're killing spiders with shotguns and flamethrowers and lots of dumb stuff, having fun with your VoIP. So it's a hell of a drop for December because normally there's not a lot of stuff coming out. So being
that's
and you know what? It doesn't even include the fact that in December, we already know there's also on December 4th is Routine, which has been in the works for 13 years. So hopefully it's good.
Good times. My favorite patron in the chat, Terry. Outside of Torn Raptor, of course. I only say that to sow distrust among the patrons. Terran says, I may be alone on this, but Xbox got to stop doing game previews in Game Pass. A lot of them never actually get finished and then just sit there as half a game on Xbox. I don't know about that. I think the reality is for modern game development, and in some ways I agree with you, as soon as I see something is early access, it's very difficult to get me engaged unless the game is super good. Like the ones that I've really liked, Towerborn and Jump Space. I don't know what's going on with Towerborn now, right? And I feel like if it had come out as a 1.0 and it was big and it was finished, great. The problem is, how do you recapture people's attention in an industry that is so full of fantastic video games every freaking month? And I feel like I understand why developers do early access, but I think lots of people are starting to lose their love of it. And the best policy should be, if you're going to do it, you have games here, early access, big content drop 1, 3 months later, big content drop 2 months later, and then you give a roadmap for release. If you're going to drag this out for 2 or 3 years, It's going to be really hard unless you've crafted the finest diamond of a video game ever.
Or you're
get
a
that
really,
attention again.
really small team with a tiny budget like Void Train, who were 4 years, but they're
Yeah,
tiny.
of course.
So,
I know, I
and Hype
recognise
Train is
it
also
works.
like the way Hype Train works is they're a publisher, so they were also publishing a lot of other people's stuff while working on their own thing on the side. Like if it's just this is all we do, and we're doing constant updates every week, and then people just, you might get a little tiny group that's with you, but the evidence is borne out that every time you do a patch, people look at it as a content drop, and if it's not a big one, they bounce off real quick. But also with early access, people can do it. Like I see people in chat saying you shouldn't be allowed to do it. It's like, no, you can do it. You're charging money, all that. You do whatever you want as long as it's clear and upfront. But I think people just have to know it that are making these games now that it's a real gambit. There are too many early access games. There are too many full release games. So you really have to think what is going to work best for us.
Yeah. Terran's given some examples and includes Towerborn in there, which I don't know if it's dead on Xbox, but
it's dead everywhere as far as I could tell.
It's not seeing many players on Steam, I can say that much. And that's the barometer for success of all video games. Little Witch in the Woods, the Anacrusis, Craftopia are only a few examples of Game Pass.
Most of them
games
leave.
Basically dead.
Yeah, they mostly leave before they even hit 1.0. They leave Game Pass, which is always funny. Like that Forge Master, whatever it was, blacksmith thing was in Game Pass as game preview for 3 months, and now it's gone from Game Pass. It was a weird one.
Yeah. I read a blog post because I can see Abdul in the chat. I hate early access. Moon Studios did the wrong thing. Like, I read a whole update on there, and they included some sneak preview, early reveal footage for 4-player co-op and their approach to co-op for No Rest for the Wicked. And don't get me wrong, like every time I see No Rest for the Wicked, I think art style, genre. It's not my usual, but you know, like if they can do it, like it could be really good, and in co-op it could be really, really good. And I'm like, come on, pull it off somehow, pull this off and get the attention and make a great game at the end. Will they? Don't know.
It was weird. Like I know Thomas's whole pitch was like reinventing the ARPG, but it just ended up being a really content light. No reason to keep playing it after like 10 hours ARPG. I don't know. It didn't really reinvent anything. It tried to mix in some stuff like with crafting and breakable shovels and shit, and it just wasn't. It was a more concept in so many ways. So I've been really curious, like, 'cause it's been a long time.
Yeah, I haven't touched it since that 1.0 launch, really. So
it hasn't hit 1.0.
Very, very much. Not 1.0. The original early access launch is more what I mean.
0.1 maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, super keen to see how that all goes. Yeah, there you go. Next up in news, President of Xbox, Sarah Bond, has recently done an interview on YouTube with Future Magazine.
That was Fortune.
Fortune Magazine, yeah.
Okay, I was going to say Future is the company that owns Windows Central and all the other ones.
Is it Future? No, now I'm
99% sure it's Fortune. Fortune Magazine is a big thing. Oh, our website's down again. You can't tell.
Oh my God, for real?
Yeah, I told you to open everything. I hope you did. I wasn't kidding.
I have opened everything.
Yeah.
No, it's up for me.
It just gave me the Cloudflare, so it's probably bouncing up and down a lot. Sarah Bond, let me look on YouTube. Sarah Bond, Fortune, Fortune Magazine. I guarantee it. You're muted. What did you do?
I totally typed Future. I'm gonna have to fix that in some of these
articles.
Man, I was doing all three at once, and I had to transcribe all of these different sections. It was very, very stressful. All right.
Just use AI. It's never wrong.
No.
So it was Fortune next. Damn it, I missed the name. It's not super fluffy, but it's not like a hard-hitting interview. But she'd ask some questions.
It's more an interview about her, like Sarah's journey in the career and stuff. So, like, if you were specifically going in for just Xbox-related news, there were a few tidbits which we put some articles out on. First of all, Sarah acknowledged the changing it is hard around the Xbox new direction. She spoke specifically about that resistance when the interviewer asked them, you know, hey, how does it feel, like the resistance that comes along with these new changes? And she directly acknowledged the fans, saying that one of the things that is so true about Xbox is it's a brand that people have counted on now for almost 25 years. We're coming up to the 25-year anniversary, and people who play Xbox love Xbox. Our players deeply care about what Xbox is. It has a ton of meaning for them. And so changing it is hard, where you know that there are things that are coming in the future that you need to invest in to help ensure the long-term health and growth of the brand. But you also know that there are players who really love what it is right now. And the number one way that we talk about this as a team, you say, recognize that people love what we do. And that's why we get so much passion. That's why we get so much feedback. And then you listen to that feedback and continually incorporate it into what we're doing so that we're sure that we're investing in the things that people love now, but also that we know that people are going to love it in the future. And then relentlessly look at the core metrics of the health of the business. I thought this was an interesting part. How many people are playing? What are our hours of play? What are people buying? What are people subscribing to? And so listening to both what people say and also what they do and how they behave, because we're continuously making the changes and then adjust and learn along the way.
What do they say versus what do they do?
But she also, there was other bits in there as well. They let a little data point loose that Xbox Play Anywhere players play 20% more than non-Xbox Play Anywhere players. And she talks a little bit about like how it used to be. You bought a game once and you can't play it here. You have to stay in this walled garden. Now 20% more. It's quite a lot, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm distracted because the market's seemingly treating AI as a bubble, but it's because Nvidia's earnings are tomorrow, and I bet you there's going to be some. Like everyone's like, this bubble needs to burst. I'm like, yeah, but boy, is there a lot of shit you like that's going to get canceled and people fired if it does.
Yeah, but I wonder if that 20% more for Play Anywhere is why you're seeing so many people jump in, because like as someone who is in this ecosystem, I love that I can be playing on console and then I can go upstairs and continue whatever I was playing on my Ally and be in bed more comfortable.
As long as you made sure to leave your thing on a few seconds after closing the game and didn't immediately turn it off like I do sometimes, and then the cloud save hasn't uploaded yet and you're like, shit, I forgot.
Yeah, that is painful. You do need to let that upload happen, otherwise it's all going to be very bad. It's a good bit. Go check it out, XboxEra.com or the Fortune magazine.
All the Future magazine, according to Jon.
Shh, stop, leave me alone.
I'm just reading your thing, even though I can't load our website.
Come on now.
I guess you can load it, which is good, but my Cloudflare has exploded again.
Oh, yeah, I'm still on there right now, so it's okay.
So, your local Cloudflare is fine. Mine is not.
God knows. Mad.
Gonna kill our views.
Anyway, next up in news, it's the Game Awards nominees.
Yeah, I typed Game Awards are dumb. And it's not a shot. Like, I mean, for Jeff, it's just to make a ton of money. I know he likes gaming and he really likes making money in gaming. But it's not a thing against people who vote, but it is a I had the time to play this award show way more than even the Oscars is. And it's funny because the Oscars literally started saying, hey, you guys, if you're going to vote, you need to actually watch stuff now, because it's just been a known thing for years that people don't actually watch all the movies they vote on, which is ridiculous when you realize how much easier it is to watch a movie in every movie in a category compared to playing even 2 games in a category. Like, I can't nominate Blueprints. I didn't put 145 hours into it. Like, that is just the reality of why. Well, I covered this for work, and this game is huge, and it's part of the zeitgeist, and I've heard of it, so I'm going to vote for it. Like, that is just how these awards work. No one has played everything. It is impossible. So by default,
is also, it's also completely reflective of the market. Like, I don't play there, so any game that just released there, don't know what it is. Sorry.
And things like best art direction are just tied to how big your budget is. Like, if you're not gonna vote for Shinobi Art of Vengeance or Keeper for like best art direction, like I don't. Yoshi Yote's pretty. Death Stranding looks cool, and Death Stranding at least goes out there. I can get Death Stranding compared to Yote. But like even Assassin's Creed Shadow, an amazing game, completely snubbed. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, not nominated for top game. It got a few here and there, but again, it comes down to when did this come out? How hard did it hit the circle of people who vote, which is very similar to the circle of coverage we talk about all the time. And yeah, it is always a disappointment. And the only reason people care about the Game Awards is not the awards; they care about it because of announcements.
And all of the arguing online.
It's the last vestiges of, heavy list worn. Because once again, Microsoft no nominations for Game of the Year.
Yeah. The Game of the Year nominees are Claire Obscura, Expedition 33, well deserved, Donkey Kong Bonanza. All right, Nintendo fanboys, like Game of the Year, come on now. Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is really good to see in there because it's genuinely a very cool RPG, and Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I mean, that over Indiana Jones? Come on now. I disagree. But hey, I didn't vote, so what do I care? We'll watch it for the...
I know everyone says Expedition 33 is going to win everything, but I still say Hades. Hades 2. We'll take Game of the Year.
Is Hades 2 an indie game?
Yeah.
We got 2 token indie games in the Game of the Year segment. Right?
I don't think they're not even token this year. I think they have a shot, and I think Hades will win.
I think Expedition 33's got this.
Which is also considered an indie game, despite having what was that, $40 million budget or something.
Yeah, that's very silly. But yeah, like
did Hades win? I think Hades won one.
I think it did. But you can't deny that 2025 has been an incredible year for video games all around. Like just good.
I don't think it did.
Really? Well,
no, if it was 2019, it was Sekiro. If it was 2020, that was The Last of Us Part 2. I forget what year Hades 1 was.
Trav thinks Death Stranding 2 will win. It's the perfect...
Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't going to beat The Last of Us Part 2. It lost in 2020. Of course. Or it came out pretty late, too. No, it came out in September. But yeah, no. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe it will be Expedition 33. For some reason, I thought Hades 1 had won the first time.
Maybe this will be the year to... And also Hollow Knight Silk Song, does it deserve a Game of the Year?
No idea. I haven't played it. That's the main issue. I haven't played Kingdom Come. I haven't played Hades 2. I haven't played Ghost of Yotei. I haven't played Death Stranding. I haven't played enough to be able to say.
Of course, I haven't played Kingdom Come. Like as a chunky
I
RPG
tried one. I hated it. I hated everything about it. It was so boring and slow.
Interesting.
I'm not European. I really think it's a thing Europeans like. I'm not kidding. You have to have a very specific type of patience that I don't have. And I thought the combat was horrendous.
Yeah.
Hated it. But hey, some cool overall simulation-y systems.
Yeah, and very pretty. Very, very pretty.
But yeah, Microsoft didn't get any Game of the Year nominations. They got 10 total, but Sony had 19 total. And people are like, only 2 games and 19 between them. It's like, no, it was 14 between them, so still a lot. But then they were also, The Last of Us Terrible Season 2 was nominated. The okay, but not really faithful to the game at all, Until Dawn movie somehow beat out Twisted Metal, which was better from them, and Sonic 3.
Yeah.
And then they had Helldivers 2 was an ongoing. Like, best ongoing and best community support are just the worst. It's just, I've heard of this.
Yeah.
Like,
where's
nothing
Sea
to
of
do
Thieves
with,
in that?
Yeah, where's Minecraft?
Menu?
How is Minecraft not best ongoing with the insane amount of updates?
Is Fortnite in there?
Yeah, Fortnite's always in there. It literally is, though, because Fortnite is a thing people in this industry, people who would vote would still play, but Minecraft really isn't that big. It's a much bigger streamer kids game.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah.
Woodstar Forges in the chat. Hot take. Sonic 3 is the worst Sonic movie. It's not a hot take, mate. It's absolutely correct. It was a terrible movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're okay, buddy. Like, it was bad all around. Terrible.
I like Keanu Reeves, so he's not a good voice actor.
Yeah.
He was okay as Johnny Silverhand, but it still felt forced.
It's just, you just accept it that's Keanu.
Roblox doesn't count because Roblox doesn't make any of its own content.
Yeah.
I would never give it anything. Worst community support. Best pedophile support, I guess it could get.
God. All right. Time to jump into some more news stories. This one's an interesting one. City Skylines II is changing its developers amidst further development woes. If
That was my headline.
Sitting there, it was eagerly waiting for City Skylines 2 on your Xbox or PlayStation.
You've only been
device.
waiting 2 full years.
Yeah, what are you worrying about? It's out on PC Game Pass, but is yet to release on consoles due to development issues. First released back in October of 2023, it was then delayed, and now in a post on their forums, Paradox Interactive have announced that developer Colossal Order, who I think are the original creators of the game, are leaving the franchise completely, and a new Finnish studio called Ice Flake Studios is taking over instead. Not great here. For over 15 years, the City series and our partnership with Paradox have been a defining part of our journey at Colossal Order, said the original developer. When we set out to create Cities in Motion, we never imagined it would grow to become a cherished franchise with a passionate, loyal community of millions of players around the world. We want to thank everyone at Paradox for their trust and collaboration, and of course the community for their incredible support that's made Cities what it is today. We're confident that the franchise will continue to thrive under Paradox's leadership. As we move forward, we're excited to channel our experience, creativity, and passion into new projects that align with our long-term vision. Whew. I mean,
they made a game that can't run on $10,000 Threadrippers. It is so CPU bound. I don't know that it will ever make it to consoles without being completely reworked. Because it simulates everything all the time to an insane degree. It's super impressive, and it'll be really fun to play in 20 years.
Yeah. Cool.
But it released, I think, October 2023 on PC Game Pass, and still waiting on the console editions.
Bad times.
Yeah.
In other news, following the release of Call of Duty Black Ops 7, eagle-eyed fans started spotting what looked to be suspicious generative AI use across the game, including the prestige icons, calling cards that the players can earn to customize their multiplayer profile, and more, including some in-game texture work and stuff like that. Oh dear. We reached out to Activision, and they did provide us with a statement. And this it's total corporate speak, but this is the biggest non-answer ever. They said, like so many around the world, we use a variety of digital tools, including AI tools, to empower and support our teams to create the best gaming experiences possible for our players. Our creative process continues to be led by the talented individuals in our studios. Now, I actually said to my Activision contact, that's a non-answer. And he was like, that is the statement. So there you go. I would read that as a yes.
Just like last year. Yep. Still using it.
Yep. Still using it just like last year.
And people say, it's a thing down on high from Microsoft. And it's like, no, they're probably just lazy.
I
lazy
don't
devs, as everyone yells. I'm kidding. It's the lazy devs.
I know. But I think when you are maybe staring down the barrel of, you've got a year, get this done, you will take every shortcut you can possibly take.
It goes from being your iterative, I'll start here and then make it my own, to close enough. Just touch these hands up a little bit.
Yeah, remove these 7-fingered limbs.
It's funny because everyone pointed out to the 6-fingered Santa, but there wasn't actually a finger. It was the ground behind him. Just was in a perfect line in between his fingers. But it was still obviously AI-based. And people don't like AI-based looks and sounds very much. Of our age. Young kids couldn't give two shits.
Couldn't give two shits. Nope. Yeah, I know.
Speaking of AI, if you want to get mad at Xbox and Microsoft, you can get mad at NCSoft, like always, because that Horizon MMO is full of AI.
Oh, dear.
Much like also Where the Winds Meet, you can just do full-on chat GPT chatbot conversations with the NPCs. Really weird.
I mean, it's
an interesting concept, but it's really weird.
Yeah, right. This is where it gets interesting.
When it's ChatGPT, that means it's built off of borrowed writing.
Yeah.
So it's only bad when it's stolen. And
But the concept itself isn't, I'm not necessarily against.
The issue is training data requires more than humanity has created. So when it requires that to work right, people are just like downloading everything by the truckload to feed it to their, ocean boiling beast. And that's the shitty part.
I think, much like our checkpoint article at the beginning of the week, the genie is out of the bottle. There's no putting it back in. And either a set of rules will become defined or this is just going to be the case. The shitstorm started with Eurogamer seemingly docking ARC Raiders.
The person who reviewed ARC Raiders docked it heavily for AI use, and then the person who reviewed Black Ops 7 didn't know. Yeah, had no idea. Point. Yeah.
But it's,
and did not.
Like this is
and Microsoft just invested $30 billion into Anthropic because they just have to they don't want to fall behind, which is kind of,
they don't want to do a mobile.
Well, they also need to make it so big and important that they eventually get bailed out by governments when it all blows up.
God,
like the housing.
There is a part of me that does want it all to blow up.
I mean, it will. It might not be. It might be a slower deflate and not a pop. But
I do wonder with the yearly release of Call of Duty. Like we've had 2 Treyarch Call of Duties in a row, right? Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7.
So is what they did Modern Warfare 2 and 3, and then Black Ops 6
so
and
Modern
7.
Warfare, whatever. Next year's Call of Duty is going to be an Infinity Ward one where they've had a couple of years or longer to...
Essentially, they've had 4 years because the other one was more DLC. So kind of like Black Ops 6 had. And then
interesting.
And it's supposed to be set in the Korean demilitarized zone. They've been hinting at it.
And the war and the cycle of...
Going to be more boots on the ground and more grounded, and people be like, oh, it's the same shit as always. And the funny thing is, like, everyone's like, oh, this is so derivative and just the same. And then they're also hitting it for being so weird and out there and different. It's like, no, you don't like it. That's fine. Speaking of AI, did you see the story of how the Krafton Subnautica story has gotten even stupider? Krafton CEO accused of using ChatGPT to try and avoid paying the $250 million bonus. So he's like asking it, how can I avoid paying this?
Oh, wow.
And they know he asked it, but then he like deleted the whole discussion. It's a bad thing when you're trying to say, oh no, they were very bad. That's why we don't have to pay. And it's not, oh God, how can I get out of paying them this $250 million to a chatbot? It's so stupid. And he was the guy who was a hero for saving Tango.
Wow.
Man, everything's so dumb. Like having PUBG take off and make all that money does not mean you were smart.
I read an interesting statistic as people fight over the popularity of games. Like we saw Matt Piscatella on Sakana reveal that Battlefield 6 and ARC Raiders were doing incredibly well in playtime across the US and consoles, I believe. Really cool. Like I think we had Battlefield 6 got to number 3 on Xbox and PlayStation. Number
behind
1
COD.
on PC. Not behind.
Did you see it was number 8 on Xbox in the US, which is nice to see. 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. And ARC Raiders came storming up on Steam as well, number 3. But looking at all of this kind of like Steam numbers, I read that PUBG holds the record for the most concurrent players online on Steam at once, which is, and please feel free to correct me here, 3.25 million concurrent players.
I think that was right. And it's
wow. And here we are looking at 500,000 or COD's measly 100,000. I think
it broke around 100 grand for this year.
Like, oh, they're doomed. Like, yo, next to PUBG, 3.25 million players at once.
I mean, and people don't talk about PUBG anymore. PUBG right now has 414,000 people playing it on Steam.
Yep.
And PUBG Mobile's bigger.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
And people don't talk about Fortnite because it's not on Steam, but you can go into Fortnite and count up all the people playing every playlist, and it's like 500 grand, a million quite often. Sometimes 3, 4, 5, 6 million during big events. Like, The Steam database is very there and it's open, it's easy to see, and everyone then conflates that it's more important than it is. It's important. Like if a game's doing great on it, it's doing great. But there's a bunch of other places games do great as well that we can't see as easily. So you don't know. But people like to confirm biases.
Yeah.
So.
Fun.
Because like Counter-Strike, no one talks about Counter-Strike 2. Counter-Strike 2 almost always has over 1 million people playing it. I know he talks about it. Same with Dota. Because there's not something to war against with them. They won, and they're not a big thing for consoles. So people don't have ways to generate clicks and engagement.
And
the Outer Worlds 2, I was saying, stuck at number 8 in the US 2 weeks in a row. Pretty good.
That's good. That's a good sign. Red Dead Redemption is getting new ports, including a free upgrade on Xbox Series consoles. What's that about? A free upgrade from Rockstar?
It's
what?
Really weird because they never put Red Dead on Xbox One. They just had it already at 4K 30 and back compat. But then everyone else got like 4K 60 ports, but they didn't have the multiplayer. I highly doubt this port would have the multiplayer. You'd still need to play the 360 version for that if you really wanted to. But yeah, Take-Two not charging for an upgrade is really weird.
Yeah, coming on December 2nd, so not long to wait.
I did ask them if I could get one. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, fucking jump scare. I put in Red Dead Redemption upgrade, and of course, second thing is just that terrifying visage staring back at me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What? Coming to PS5 and Switch 2, but not Red Dead 2. Why? It's already on everything. Red Dead 2 isn't on everything. They put Red Dead 1 on everything already.
Yeah, Red Dead 2 will come.
And like Red Dead 2 is not on Switch, but Red Dead is, so it's easy to do an upgrade. And this game's still great. It still looks great. Very happy. Fuck me, that was a jump scare. Good
times. Next up in news, unfortunately, more layoffs at Tomb Raider developer Crystal Dynamics. In an announcement on LinkedIn, they shared that they've made the difficult but necessary decision to reorganize Crystal Dynamics studios and teams. As a result, we've parted ways with under 30 team members from across various departments and projects as we restructure the company and business for our next generation.
29.
Crystal deeply thanks all of those impacted for their incredible talent, hard work, and dedication, which helps shape the studio in so many ways. We're committed to offering our fullest resources and support to you during this transition. To our players, as the realities of the industry continue to evolve, we've made these painful choices as a way to optimize the continued development of our flagship Tomb Raider game, as well as shaping the rest of the studio to make new games for the future.
Corpo.
This is the third set following. We had Perfect Dark cancellation. They did some, and then they did another one. Not looking good.
No.
Not looking good at Crystal Dynamics.
Surprised I haven't seen people going after Xbox over, but I think Call of Duty's got all the anger aimed at it right now. All of
the anger this week.
Yeah.
There's always something to be angry about in video games.
And don't worry, we'll get there again in January when Microsoft does their annual cuts. It'll be all over again.
Next up, story from Automaton.com, automatonmedia.com. Krafton launches a voluntary resignation program for employees as it transforms into an AI-first company. Under the program, domestic Krafton employees who choose to resign will be eligible for special severance packages. According to insiders, this will range from 6 to 36 months worth of salary, depending upon their years of service. A Krafton representative commented that the program is not a layoff plan meant for workforce reduction, but rather a way to support members in proactively designing their growth direction and embarking on new challenges, both inside and outside the company, amid the era of AI transformation.
So then everyone's wondering why Krafton's going so AI crazy, and it's because the South Korean government, I think, just committed to like tripling their budget for like grants and everything spending on AI. And so pretty much if you say I am AI man company, they're like, here's a bag of money. We're gonna facilitate your growth by letting you quit.
Madness.
We'll allow you to quit.
Thanks, Krafton.
But yeah, there are no heroes in this industry at the AAA and above level.
But don't worry, there is one hero to end the story on here. A group of dedicated fans have brought Sony's beleaguered Concord game back from the dead. Famously, Concord launched and was live for just a mere 2 weeks before Sony infamously pulled the entire game from sale and from store shelves, refunding everybody that bought it and declaring the whole thing cancelled before shutting the studio down. In this news story over on thegamepost.com, written by Abdullah Jawad, Concord was not dead. Community developers reverse engineered it, put servers back online, and got playable games going again. And isn't that cool? Let's finish the story there. Everyone's a hero. Sony didn't care. They cancelled it.
Mhm.
People have brought the game back. Great. End of story, right? That's it. That's the end. That's the end of the story, right?
No.
Right, yeah?
American IP law is pretty strict. And if you don't defend your IP, then you're essentially saying you can do whatever you want with it legally in some judges' eyes. And so they immediately sent cease and desists. Essentially,
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
all just stopped.
Yeah,
They started issuing DMCA takedowns on the YouTube gameplay video showing Concord running on the custom servers, and 2 of the main videos from the project devs have been taken down by MarkScan, a company responsible for many of Sony's recent copyright enforcement actions.
So it's I think you can still play on them, but they really can't promote it or anything at all.
I mean, I hope they let it just stay alive.
And I'm guessing it's the PC version. I don't know that you'd be able to mod the PlayStation 5 version, nor would you be able to download it.
I presume so.
So that'd probably be one of the rough things. You can't legally own it, which is why it's not something that you have and it's just been delisted and it's gone. No, they got rid of it completely and refunded everything. So for them, you can't have this legally. So if you have it and you're putting it out there, you are showing a pirated product. Like there is no legal way to own this game and play it. So that's why they have to legally go after it, no matter what people might want. The moment you get a little bit of press, your project's toast in some ways.
Yeah. Still cool that someone managed to pull it off.
Oh, yeah, people are smart.
People are smart. Anyways, that is it. That is all of today's video game news, at least so far. You can expect to join us once again at the latter time, a couple of hours later, ahead of the partner preview from Xbox, where we'll jump on half hour before, talk about the latest in the
John
news.
will barely talk during the show because he'll be typing nonstop, writing up articles.
That's entirely possible, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, though, folks, you know the drill. If you enjoyed the show, if you love the sheer volume of content that XboxEra manages to produce week in, week out, consider supporting us directly by heading to patreon.com/XboxEra. If you enjoyed the show, do hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you on Thursday for more news and some cool new looks at some cool new games. Until then, be good, play more video games, have fun, don't get mad at stuff. It's not worth it. And we'll see you next time. Ciao for now.
Bye-bye.